You'll find the link to stablecoin comparison chart in the description and pinned in comments below. Most people lose money in crypto, not because the coins are a scam, but because they show up too late. They see the headlines, they see the memes, they see their friends printing money, and by the time they buy, the party is already over. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Every single crypto bull run follows the same pattern. And if you know the pattern, you can get in before the explosion. What happened in 2017 shocked everyone. What happened in 2021 shocked everyone again. And what's coming next? Almost nobody sees it until it's too late. By the end of this video, you will understand this. The three hidden catalysts that trigger every bull run and the exact timeline that repeats cycle after cycle. The danger zone where 90% of beginners lose everything, and most importantly, how to prepare before the next one starts. But there's one mistake most people make when preparing, and it's the reason they end up panicking at the top. We will get to that in just a moment. If you want simple crypto education without the confusing jargon, subscribe now. We post videos every week that help beginners avoid expensive mistakes. We help you understand the market before it moves. This channel is your shortcut to not losing years learning the hard way. In 2013, Bitcoin was worth $13. By December 2017, it was nearly $20,000. That's a 150,000% increase in 4 years. But almost nobody saw it coming. The first bull run wasn't driven by institutions. It wasn't driven by Wall Street. It was driven by three things. First, new retail users discovering Bitcoin for the first time. Second, media coverage going viral. And third, the halving event cutting new supply in half. Here's the wild part. In 2017, 70% of all Bitcoin addresses were created that year alone. That's the moment crypto went mainstream. But here's the danger. Most of those people bought at the top. They saw the headlines, they saw the fear of missing out, and they bought when the market was already overheated. Then came the crash. Bitcoin dropped 85%. Thousands of people lost everything. And this small pattern happened again in 2021. But this time, something changed. Something bigger was coming. In 2021, Bitcoin hit $69,000. But this time, the story was different. This wasn't just retail. This was institutional money. The catalysts in 2021 were three things. First, institutional adoption with companies adding Bitcoin to balance sheets. Second, massive money printing from central banks during the pandemic. Third, the second halving in May 2020. Most people think the halving caused the bull run, but here's the truth. The halving was already priced in months earlier. The real catalyst was inflation, fears, and money printing. This is where greed took over. People started quitting their jobs to trade crypto full time. Non fungible trades, tokens, exploded. Altcoins went up 100 times in weeks, and everyone thought this time was different. But this time wasn't different. It was predictable, and the crash that followed was brutal. In the next section, I'm going to show you the timeline that repeats every single cycle. And once you see it, you will never get caught late again. Every crypto bull run follows the same four phases, and almost nobody recognizes them until it's too late. Phase 1 is accumulation, the silent phase. Price is often or the price is flat or dropping. Smart money is buying quietly. Nobody cares about crypto. This is the best time to enter. Phase 2 is expansion, when the rally begins. Price starts moving up 20 to 30%. Early adopters start talking, media starts noticing. This is where most beginners still hesitate. Phase 3 is euphoria, the fear of missing out phase. Price goes parabolic. Everyone you know is talking about crypto. Headlines say Bitcoin to $100,000. This is where most people buy. Phase 4 is distribution, the crash. Smart money is selling. Price drops 20%, then 40%, then 80%. Panic sets in. This is where most people lose everything. In 2018, 95% of Bitcoin holders were in profit at the top. By 2020, only 5% were still in profit. That's the difference between buying early and buying late. This is the most painful part of crypto. You watch people make millions and you realize you waited too long. But here's the good news, you can still prepare for the next one. In the next section, I'll reveal the 3 hidden signals that tell you when a bull run is about to start. And one of them is happening right now. Most people wait for the headlines. By then, it's too late. The real signals happen in the shadows. Catalyst 1 is the halving cycle. Bitcoin halves every 4 years. Supply shock creates scarcity. Last halving was April 2024. Historical patterns shows bull run starts 6 to 12 months after. Catalyst 2 is institutional flows. When companies start buying Bitcoin, when exchange traded funds see massive inflows, when BlackRock, Fidelity or Wall Street gets involved. Catalyst 3 is macro conditions. Interest rates dropping, money printing through quantitative easing, dollar weakening. But here's the danger. One of these signals can be fake. And if you follow the wrong signal, you will get crushed. This is the knowledge that separates the winners from the losers. Most people will never know this. But you are watching this before the next run starts. That puts you years ahead of the crowd. But there's one more thing you need to know. One mistake that's more dangerous than buying late, and it's happening right now in the market. In the next section, I'll show you the danger zone where 90% of beginners lose everything and how to avoid it. There's a specific moment in every bull run where 90% of beginners lose everything, and it's not when the market crashes. It's when the market is going up. The danger zone is leverage and fear of missing out. Beginners see prices going up. They borrow money to buy more. They use 10 times, 20 times, 50 times leverage. One 5% drop wipes them out. In 2021, a trader on Twitter showed his portfolio $500,000 in profit, then $0 in 3 hours. He used 25 times leverage on Ethereum, and 4% drop liquidated everything. This is the most painful mistake in crypto. You watch your account blow up overnight and you realize you should have just bought spot and held. But here's the relief. You don't need leverage to make money in crypto. Some of the biggest winners never used it once. In the final section, I'll give you the exact preparation strategy to enter the next bull run safely without losing everything. This is the most important section of the video because this is where you turn knowledge into action. Step 1. Start now, not later. Do not wait for the perfect time. Start with small amounts you can afford to lose. Dollar cost average over time. Step 2. Learn the basics first. Understand wallets, exchanges, private keys. Know the difference between spot and leverage. Do not invest in what you don't understand. Step 3. Build your portfolio slowly. Start with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Add small altcoin positions later. Never go all in on one coin. Step 4. Set rules before you buy. When will you sell? What percentage will you take profit? What's your maximum loss? Step 5. Prepare psychologically. Accept that you will feel fear and greed. Do not check prices every hour. Stay calm when everyone else is panicking. Most people think they need to time the market perfectly. But the real winners, they just stay consistent. This is where most people stop watching, where they say, I'll start later. But the winners, they start now, not tomorrow, not next month, now. If you follow this strategy, you won't get rich overnight, but you will survive the crash. You will stay in the game. And when the next bull run hits, you'll be ready. This is the transformation from someone who watches from the sidelines to someone who understands the game and plays it wisely. You now know the pattern, you know the catalyst, you know the danger zone, and you have the strategy to prepare. You are now ahead of 90% of beginners. This is the moment where most people stop watching, where they say, I'll start later. But the winners, they start now. Not tomorrow, not next month, now. If you want to stay ahead in crypto without wasting years learning the hard way, subscribe now. We break down complex topics into simple, actionable lessons every week. This is your shortcut to understand the market before it moves. But before you invest in any coin, you need to watch this next video here. It's your step-by-step beginner roadmap to entering cryptocurrency safely. It could save you from one of the biggest beginner mistakes in crypto.